Hey guys, all right, so I've spoken a lot about the vegetable oils, about the seed oils, about how they were introduced into human food chain in the 1900s. Procter & Gamble was a soap company. They were using cottonseed. The residuals from the soap production was these oils, cottonseed oils. It's a company. They want to make money. They looked and said, can we make money with this residue? So they started making industrial lubricants with cottonseed oil. But as technology advanced and refinement techniques advanced, they were able to actually continue to further refine these seed resins into oils and feed it to us. So they did like this big marketing, with Crisco, saying that it's lab, it's clean, and it's vegetables, and we should replace it with this. So all of this has basically created a omega-6 toxicity in our body. These are essential fatty acids. They're essential because we can't produce them. Okay, it's not the kind of fat that we produce. We need it for brain function. We need it for our molecules, for our hormones. So omega-3 is extremely important. The salmon, is farmed nowadays. So even a high fat fish like salmon that should be loaded with omega-3s, if it's farmed, it's a big difference compared to the wild. Eggs, if they're pasture eggs, big difference in the omega-3 content and the rest of the nutrients compared to the Bonnie Best ones, where the chickens are in these long warehouses and they can't eat their traditional diet and peck at the ground, worms, whatever. So the omega-3 content's low in them too. You can go after the supplements, but those supplements too can be oxidized, they can be unstable, and they can go rancid. So you're trying to get these omegas, but in fact you're actually making yourself more inflamed, because they're all they become toxic, and the molecules have mutated and stuff like that. So I would rather get my omega-3 not from supplements, all right? So this is what I've done to really fix my omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, all right? In the middle section of the grocery store, any box, okay, anything that is not something that grows directly out of the plant, out of the ground kind of thing, or is an animal product, if it's in a box and there's somewhat of fabrication that was required, look at the side. If you see any hint of the canola, the soybean, these seed oils, the first thing is to fix your ratio, avoid those, all right? So just by avoiding, consciously looking and seeking out and avoiding the omega-6 vegetable oils, that's the first step in bringing your ratio back into balance. The other thing is to look for omega-3 sources. These are the sources that I use, all right? The first one I have is caviar. So salmon roe, some people use salmon roe. This is a lumpfish caviar. I got the red one, all right? So fatty fish, omega-3 in it, very, very good. I also buy over here, tamale. I guess, is that how I pronounce it? Anyways, so this is basically lobster roe, so lobster eggs, lobster liver, and lobster meat and salt. So another great source of omega-3, not to mention fat, the rest, good fats, protein and everything, tons of other nutrients. Okay, I'm not going to get into the essential vitamins and the vitamin content. And last but not least, the superfood, in my opinion, is cod liver. All right, and make sure the cod liver is in its own oil. All right, make sure all of the stuff, like the sardines and stuff. Your codfish. All right, I'm gonna put it. Maybe I'll put the screen up. But okay, so it has 240 calories, 24 grams of fat. Now, guys, check out the omega-3. That's 5 grams of omega-3 in there, all right? Now, that is for half of this container. So you can imagine, all right, all of this, this is 10 grams of omega-3. It's loaded with, vitamin A, all the vitamin A you need for the day. So I strongly suggest for you to correct your omega-3 and omega-6 balance. Avoid the vegetable oils like a plague. They're highly inflammatory and oxidizing. They're making us sick. I have a study that I'm coming out with that I'm reviewing that vegetable oil as a driver for coronary heart disease, okay? It's the omega-6 inside that's oxidizing your molecules. So the LDL, when it becomes problematic, LDL is because we're only giving omega-6, okay? Our brains, okay, are only omega-6 because we're not feeding it omega-3, okay? I think it's leading to Alzheimer's. I think it's leading to all of our elderlies having dementia. I think it's playing a part because we're not supplying the essential omega-3s during pregnancy. I think it's playing an effect on our children. There's a lot of stuff going on. You have to fix your omega-3 and your omega-6 fatty acid balance. Okay, you need to avoid the omega-6 because you get the omega-6 in any of the animal meats. So anything additional, like these oils, are just overdosing you on omega-6. You got to go and look for omega-3, and really, this is how I fixed it. The cod liver, okay, that's in its own oil. Okay, start eating caviar, or it's also called roe, R-O-E. Okay, and sardines, salmon. Eat salmon less, but make sure it's wild instead of buying more farmed, if you're going to do it. And that's how I fix my ratios, all right? Hopefully this can help guys.